Before you head out to soil test, make sure you've got all the equipment you'll need. Typically that's the farm map, augers, sample bags and pens. Don't forget your boots, hat and sunscreen too. And if you're in for a long day of soil testing, bring food and water, and if possible someone to help you. Before you start, make sure your auger's clean. You don't want to cross-contaminate samples. It's also easier to label the bags before you start. It's much harder to write clearly on a bag that's full of soil. If a transect's already been established, identify it. Ideally there'll be a GPS location or a physical marker. It should also be marked on a map. Otherwise, establish a suitable transect and record its location so it can be used again later. Walk the transect taking samples along the way. You need 15 to 20 soil cores per sample. Aim to have them more or less evenly spaced along the length of the transect. Make sure the auger goes right into the ground. You're trying to get a full depth core each time. Bag each core as you go. They should normally come out of the auger with a gentle bit of pressure. Avoid fence lines, gates, dung and urine patches, troughs, stock camps and areas under trees. Once you've taken all of the cores for one sample, seal the bag and put it back in the car. Complete a submission form for the lab, clearly writing the contact details, sample details and tests required. Courier the samples as soon as possible. Try to avoid sending samples on a Friday as they could deteriorate before they get to the lab, and never send deep end samples on a Friday. These need to be kept cold at all times.